Testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Does that sound good? Okay. I don't know. Yeah. There we go. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't see a light, but it's on. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. Good morning, Unity. And welcome to those online. Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful day out there. My name is Joanne, and I'm here to host with Reverend David today's service.
You know, here at Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor, we draw upon the universal wisdom found at the heart of all of the world's religions and offer a spiritually progressive, socially responsive, and radically inclusive approach to life that is as practical as it is mystical. So we come together to encourage and support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. So wherever you are in that process, we're delighted to have you join us today. And today, our music is being presented by Madeline Abanid. Madeline, it's so good to have you and your lovely voice here today. And I'm going to invite Joanne to open us in prayer.
Okay, I came across... Hello.
There we go.
So I came across this
Mm-hmm.
this poem, and it's by Frank B. Whitney. And it just really touched me because it's like we're looking so much more at God within versus God out there. So this kind of gives you pause. And I thought it would line up with today's talk. as
Great.
well. It's called God and I, and I just invite you to use whatever word you need to use to represent God, whether Mary, divinity, universal, universe, whatever. But I just liked how he said this. I walked with God, God walked with me. But which was God and which was me? And thus I found the truth profound. I live in God. God lives in me.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I thought that
Very succinct.
yeah, very succinct, but I really liked it. Well, I hope you guys liked it too. Just take
Also,
that pause.
thank you so much. I also want to introduce, let you know that Lucy Croker, who's right here, yeah, she is our prayer chaplain today. So if anyone would like someone to pray with, Lucy is the person to do that. We're delighted to have a wonderful prayer chaplain team that's always available after the service for anyone looking for prayer. So thank you, Lucy.
And now it's time for some music. Madeline, what do you have for us today?
Okay.
What do you want? Where do you want to go? You'll get what you want if you act as if you know. It starts with you. Do you believe it? It's all in the way that you choose to see it when you change the way you look at things. The things you look at change when you change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 do. When you feel lost and you can't find your way, keep your eyes on the prize, it will materialize. You can't miss, change your perception, leading you to a new direction when you change the way you look at things. The things you look at change when you change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change change. You can do it. Change change. It's a sure thing. Change change. Expect a miracle change. Watch me change when you change the way you look at things. The things you look at change when you change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. You change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 do. And the next song is called Power of Now, written by Faith Rivera. Power of now is always present, nowhere to be than where you are. The power of now flows oh so gracefully. The power of now is always perfect, nowhere to be than who you are. The power of now flows oh so easily. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now. The power of now is ever flowing, connecting the soul to the one. The power of now unfolds so peacefully. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now.
You know, I check all of the scripts and I'll check all of the songs and everything, and somehow I missed that.
Is this working?
Yeah, just talk louder.
Okay, there we go. Because I can't hear anything
Yeah.
coming back at me.
Yeah,
There. Better?
I know.
Okay. Oh, feedback. Great.
Go ahead.
Oh, all
Oh, it's me. Okay. Okay, unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God, and that we create our experiences of life according to the thoughts and the feelings that we hold in our minds and our hearts.
Unity was founded on prayer. We believe and teach that affirmative prayer and meditation changes us by raising our consciousness and helping us realize our connection with the divine and the truth of who we are.
Our affirmation today for June is, I embrace the journey of awakening with courage and curiosity. Will you repeat that with me? I embrace the journey of awakening with courage and curiosity. And now Madeline is going to sing a special song for us.
This song is called I'm Letting Go of Holding On. I'm letting go of holding on. God is my shepherd,
lovely. You have a beautiful voice. Well, good morning again, and welcome, and happy Canada Day. Maria invited us all to wear red to celebrate, and this was the only thing I had red, so does it work? Actually, I like it. Again, welcome also to those of you that are online joining us, and we're grateful to have you here. There's a story I love about this young minister. He was at his new church, and he delivers his first sermon. And boy, he knocks it out of the ballpark. I mean, everybody listens to his message, and they are inspired. So they're really excited to come back the next week. So they come back the next week, and he gives the same sermon again. And everybody just sort of looks around and sort of confused. And then the third Sunday comes, and he gives the same sermon again. So a few brave souls approach him, and they say, "Pastor, we're not sure if you're aware of it or not, but you have given the same sermon 3 Sundays in a row." He just smiles and he says, "Well, once I see folks living it, I'll move to the next one." So I'm not repeating today's message because you didn't live it. But a few weeks ago, actually with Father's Day, I shared a talk that I called Stepping into Truth, Leaving Behind the Illusion of Separation. You know, it was one of those talks when I was writing it, it just flowed. And when I got up here and talked, it really flowed. And everybody seemed to enjoy it. I got a lot of good feedback and everything. And I was really excited to have it posted, you know, on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. Unfortunately, we had a live stream glitch, and the message never made it outside these walls, and it sort of disappeared into the ethers. So today we're going to go back and we're going to go deeper, coming back to this truth not because it was missing, but because it still has a lot to offer. So today's talk is part 2 of Stepping into Truth, Leaving Behind the Illusion of Separation. And before I move further into this, I want to share why this message continues to live close to my heart. As most of you know, I didn't grow up in Unity. My roots are in the Assembly of God tradition, Pentecostal, and that's where I learned to pray and to praise and to fear that maybe I didn't belong. You see, even as a child, I sensed I was different. I really didn't have the words for it when I was really young, but later as I became a teenager, I realized that I was gay. And I heard early on from my church that there were parts of me that weren't welcome in the kingdom that I was being taught. So when I graduated from high school and left home for the University of Texas, I quietly closed the door on the church. And I kept it closed for 15 years. But I don't know if you've noticed this. I've certainly noticed it. Spirit has a way of sneaking in through the cracks. It was in Austin that I got involved in a small direct path meditation group, and something shifted for me. I tasted a kind of truth that didn't condemn or correct me. It invited me home. That thread led me to unity, where spiritual principle and spiritual presence could finally breathe in the same room. So when I speak about leaving behind the illusion of separation, I don't mean it theoretically. I mean it as someone who lived on both sides of the door, and I chose to walk through it again whole, And I believe deeply that the unity teaching that there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotence, isn't just a creed. It's a lifeline, a remembrance of what I am and what you are. And we have always belonged. We swim in a world that teaches separation. We are taught to see others as them, the divine as above, and truth as something out there to earn or to reach. But separation is a misunderstanding, a trick of thought. It's like a wave forgetting that it's the ocean. The direct path, like Unity's principle of oneness, reminds us that we are not a fragment of spirit. We are spirit, appearing in form, briefly, beautifully, but never apart. As the direct path teacher Ramana Maharshi pointed out, the greatest illusion is that we are separate from the source of our being. And let me repeat that. He said that the greatest illusion is that we are separate from the source of our being. And I want us to just pause just for a moment. And we will be pausing throughout this talk several times just to reflect and take in what I'm saying. So I want you to take a deep breath and then exhale. Let your shoulders relax. Just relax. Now notice there is something that is aware of your breathing, aware of the seat that you're sitting in, aware of this room, aware of the other people here. And that awareness isn't trying to become anything. It simply is. It's not outside of you. It's not waiting to be earned. It's what you are. You know, so many of us search for truth like it's something out there. Waiting in a book, in some mysterious temple up on a mountain, or as a future version of ourselves. The spiritual path is not about adding something new. It's about subtracting what has never been real. The direct path invites us to ask not what I believe, but what is always present and what has never left you. When we rest as awareness, not as the thinker or the fixer or the seeker, we glimpse a stillness that is untouched by circumstances. That stillness is not neutral. It's loving. It's radiant. It's profoundly intelligent. And from that space, we begin to live from wholeness and not toward it. Last November, I had a wonderful opportunity to go and be in a retreat with one of my favorite spiritual teachers. He's the direct path teacher, Rupert Spira from England. He reminds us that our self is not a fragment of the whole. It is the whole appearing as us. Yourself is not a fragment of the whole. It is the whole appearing as you. When we stop trying to become and start noticing what already is, we come home. The journey becomes not one of effort, but one of remembrance. And let's be honest, this illusion of separation sneaks in everywhere, even in spiritual communities. We start saying things like, they're not conscious enough to get this, or that's their karma to work out. And suddenly a wall comes up. But when we truly realize that the same Spirit that is living in us is living in every one of us, there are no walls left to protect, only arms to extend. Last Monday, I just got back from the Unity Worldwide Ministries convention in Kansas City, where I attended a workshop called Beyond Our Walls. And it was with Reverend Debris Toms. And Debris and I, we went to school together. We graduated together. And we became ordained on the same day. After she was ordained, she ended up being the spiritual leader in Unity Key West in Florida, where she still serves. In her workshop at the convention, she shared that their Key West community, she shared what they're doing. They're bringing unity teachings into parks, festivals, and open public spaces. It was a marvelous workshop showing how she did this. So it's not just outreach, it's expression. Because when we awaken to our shared being, how could we not stretch out our hand? When we know we are the presence, there are no walls left to stay behind. When we know the truth of who we are, how could we keep it hidden? So let's rest in that for a moment as well. So I invite you to just pause right now and take a deep breath and let it out. And I want you to bring to your heart's attention someone that you felt separated from. And maybe it's a person, maybe it's a group, or maybe it's actually a part of yourself, but something that you feel separate from. So you bring that into your heart's attention. Now I invite you to just soften your focus. The awareness that sees them, the awareness that sees that other group, the awareness that sees that other part of you, sees you. There is no distance, there is no line to cross, only being, knowing itself in different forms. Rest there just for a moment. Just allow that to sink in. There is no distance, there's no line to cross, only being, knowing itself in different forms. You and me being one of those different forms. Truth is not something to preach, it's something to live. And we live it not by fixing ourselves or perfecting the world, but by recognizing the perfection that is already here, just beneath the surface of thought. Unity teaches us that our thoughts create our experience, and the direct path reminds us that even thought arises in you. Thought arises in me. Thought arises in us. And so when we no longer believe the illusion of separation, when we return to the knowing of wholeness, we stop striving. We speak from compassion. We move with clarity. We live from love because we are love. As Eckhart Tolle reminds us, love is the recognition of oneness in a world of duality. Love is the recognition of oneness in the world of duality. So let this be our shared affirmation. I am not separate from life. I am life awake to itself. Can you repeat that with me? I am not separate from life. I am life awake to itself. One more time. I am not separate from life. I am life, awake to itself. So we're going to close now in a little bit of an extended meditation. We're going to spend some time in the stillness. We're going to move into this direct experience that is meditation. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And I invite you to relax in your seat. Allow your hands to rest gently in your lap. Soften your shoulders. And let the breath just arrive and depart naturally. And I want you to be very aware of this moment, this now moment. In this now moment, there is no need to change anything. No need to reach or to achieve. You're already here. I want you to feel the awareness that knows your breath, the awareness that knows the temperature of this room, the awareness that knows the feeling of sitting in this body, in this space, with the people around you. This awareness. And now let go of even the sensations. And I want you to just rest in that which is aware. This awareness is not personal. It has no age, no story, no border. It's still. It's silent. It's awake. It is the truth of who you are. Now I invite you into the feeling of abundance, not of money or form, but as openness, sufficiency, wholeness, that abundance, the wholeness that we are. And let this light, this wholeness, fill the space of your awareness. Not coming into you, but shining from within you. Just rest in that light right now let's just take a minute or two and just rest in that light, that awareness within you. we rest in this silence just for a little while. If any thoughts or emotions arise, just let them be. They too are waves of the ocean of being. You do not need to push them away or to hold on to them. Just simply be. And again, we just rest here in the silence, open and receptive to the wisdom that is right here for us, individually, right now, today. Now I invite you to let this truth rise within you. The presence I am is the source of all. In resting as this light, I know abundance, peace, and truth are already here. The presence I am is the source of all. In resting as this light, I know abundance, peace, and truth are already here. So as we bring this meditation to a close, we begin to return our attention to our breath, to our body, to this room. Perhaps wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And thank you, and namaste.
Thank you, David. I missed the first part of the talk, but I just kind of went somewhere else during that meditation. It was very peaceful and calming, so thank you. Kind of restorative. Madeline, thank you for your beautiful music. It was lovely. Thank you.
And Claudio, thank you for doing the video and live streaming. Appreciate it very much. You are a real, true gem. Thank you so much. So it's now time to take to heart our vision and mission statement and statement of being, which is shown on the screen. So we have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
And we have a sacred mission. Will you say that with me, please?
We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world. And we do have a personal statement of being. Will you please say that with me? I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all. And now we have some announcements.
No, we have about our center.
Just did that. Yeah. Okay. So we do have a few announcements today.
Oh, sorry, I went back.
You went backwards. Okay, today in the second floor classroom from 12:30 to 2:30, Marianne Drouillard will be giving an Art of Letting Go ink art class. It's a meditative art ink class. So there was a sign up. I believe there's some spaces still available, but it's a $25 charge. All the materials are provided and everything, but there is a $25 charge, and supplies are provided.
And commencing this Wednesday, July 2nd, from 3:33 to 5 p.m. For 7 weeks, Claudio Selvaggi will be facilitating an online spirit crawl called ISIS in the Bible. If you have any questions, please see Claudio personally today after the service.
So the first Wednesday of every month, I do a class entitled Wednesday Wisdom and Transformation. And so this coming Wednesday is the first Wednesday of the month. It's from 6:30 to 8. It's on the second floor in the classroom. Anyway, we just talk about what it means to be awake, and we really try to get deep into spirituality and the truth of who we are. We've been having some great discussions, and so we're welcome. You're welcome to join us this coming Wednesday at 6:30 upstairs in the classroom, and you'll need to enter from the back door, back parking lot.
And commencing on Thursday, July 3rd this year, from 1 p.m. to 2:45 p.m. for 7 weeks, there is another online spirit group called What's So Good About the Good Book. Please see our newsletter and website for other spirit groups that Unity offers.
Also, I need to add a point here, and that is that we are looking for a new video person to help out. We either need to get our team reorganized, or we're also willing to pay someone to be our live streaming person. We had Ibrahim. We've had several students from the university that have helped us out, but Ibrahim, who went to Quebec, let us know that he was moving to Quebec and got a job there, so he's not coming back. So we are looking for a video person. So please contact me or Devani or Claudio, and if you know of anybody or might be interested in learning how to do this. Okay, next is the Soul Cinema. We have a Soul Cinema on this Saturday on July the 5th. So we're going to be showing a movie called Wolf's Message. It is presented by Suzanne Geisman's documentary. It's a documentary. Learn about the powerful lessons of love, oneness, hope, and healing that Wolf's message brings to us all. And I hope to be there myself. And so you're all invited, and there will be popcorn.
Of course. Next Sunday,
Oh,
July...
hold it. I forgot to tell you what time. It's 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock on Saturday. Thank you.
Okay. So next Sunday, July 6th, there will be a divine conversation between Reverend David and Adam Bergerman on unity in the LGBTQ community.
And just a reminder that Lucy Croker is here, and she is available, will be available upstairs in our prayer room right directly after the service. And if any one of you would like to have someone to pray with, Lucy would be delighted to pray with you. Thank you, Lucy.
All of our classes, programs, and services are made possible by the generous donations of your time, talent, and treasure. We are deeply grateful for all volunteers and our financial support. Our heartfelt thanks for your continuous support.
So donating is simple, and you can visit our website to explore the many easy ways that we've created for you to contribute. Or you can use this donation box. The donation box is right there, and this is our prayer box. If you have a prayer request, you can drop it in this box over here. So again, for your love, your prayers, your time, your presence, your service, and your support, we are very, very grateful. You are the ones that make this all happen.
We now invite you all to stand up. Let's open our hearts and our minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or silently to ourselves our love offering blessing prayer, followed by the closing song, Seasons of Love, and closing with the prayer of protection.
Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
So dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes. How a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? seasons of love, seasons of love, seasons of love.
Love surrounds us, and the love of the divine enfolds us. The peace of love fills us. The power of love protects us. And then the presence of love watches over us. And wherever we are, love is. And my friends, you truly are divine, each and every one of you, and thank you for being here. And please join us upstairs for refreshments and conversation. Thank you.